Why did Discovery really fire Cody Lundin from Dual Survival? On the surface, it looked like just another cast change in a reality show. But behind the cameras, the truth was darker, stranger, and far more dangerous than fans ever imagined. From explosive conflicts with co-hosts to shocking accusations of intimidation, Cody's story goes far beyond wilderness survival. It's a tale of lies, betrayal, and a fight to protect his reputation against a billion-dollar network. Today, we're breaking down the real reasons Cody Lundin vanished from Dual Survival and why his story still shakes reality television to its core. When Dual Survival premiered on Discovery Channel in 2010, it quickly became a hit. At the center of the show's success were two men with completely opposite approaches to surviving in the wild: Cody Lundin and Dave Canterbury. Cody, barefoot and grounded in primitive living skills, represented patience, calm, and respect for nature. Dave, with a military background, favored tools, aggression, and speed. The chemistry between them was undeniable, and audiences loved seeing two drastically different survival philosophies clash in the harshest environments on Earth. But what looked entertaining on television was far more complicated behind the scenes. While fans were captivated by the odd couple dynamic, Cody and Dave were having genuine disagreements about how to handle survival challenges. Cody focused on safety, long-term thinking, and conserving energy, while Dave often wanted quick, risky action. Producers encouraged the tension because it made for good television. But the reality was that the disagreements were very real and at times heated. The contrast that first made the show compelling also planted the seeds of its future problems. By the end of the second season, cracks in the partnership were obvious, both to the audience and to those on set. And while viewers thought they were just watching two different styles collide, there was already a growing storm that would eventually change the show forever. Because soon Dave Canterbury's credibility would be shattered by a discovery so damaging that it forced Discovery Channel to take action, and it left Cody standing on unstable ground. Behind the rough survivalist image, Dave Canterbury was hiding a devastating secret. When he first applied to co-host Dual Survival, Dave claimed a long list of impressive military credentials. He said he had been a U.S. Army sniper and ranger with 20 years of elite experience. For viewers, this background made him look like the perfect counterpart to Cody Lundin's naturalist approach. But it was all a lie. Soon after Season 2 ended, information began surfacing that Dave had inflated his resume. In reality, his service was far shorter and less dramatic than he claimed. Records showed he spent around 6 years as a military police officer without sniper or ranger training. The revelation was a major scandal. Fans who had admired his supposed background felt misled. Discovery Channel moved quickly but quietly, removing him from the show without much explanation. When the truth came out publicly, Dave eventually admitted to exaggerating his credentials. In a video message, he apologized to fans, saying he had made a huge mistake. He explained that he wanted the job so badly that he embellished his history, hoping it would help secure the role. Some fans forgave him, while others felt betrayed and angry that someone would lie about serving in elite military units. For Cody, Dave's departure might have seemed like a relief, since their philosophies clashed. But the removal also left Cody vulnerable. He had carried the weight of the show's credibility on his shoulders, and without Dave, the producers needed a new co-host. Unfortunately, the replacement would turn Cody's world upside down. What came next wasn't just a difference of opinion, it was a nightmare. When Joe Teddy joined Dual Survival, he was introduced as the ultimate special ops survivalist. Discovery presented him as an American hero, a man with elite military training and combat experience. On screen, he looked like the perfect partner for Cody Lundin. His tactical edge balanced Cody's calm, barefoot approach, and at first the chemistry seemed promising. But according to Cody, the reality was nothing like what viewers saw. Behind the scenes, Joe's behavior was unpredictable and frightening. Cody later revealed that Joe often tried to intimidate him with weapons. Allegedly, Joe carried an ice axe, a spear, and other tools, not just for survival, but to wave at Cody during filming. In one terrifying moment, Cody claimed Joe threatened to bury him on the mountainside with an axe. In another, he supposedly threatened to impale him with a spear. Cody described being genuinely afraid for his safety, and worse, he felt completely unsupported by the production team. Producers who thrived on drama and conflict for ratings allegedly turned a blind eye. Instead of stepping in, they allowed the tension to build, and Cody was forced to keep filming under constant stress. Fans watching at home had no idea. On TV, the partnership looked balanced, Joe's toughness mixed with Cody's grounded wisdom, but the illusion of teamwork was masking real danger, and while Cody tried to remain professional, he knew this situation couldn't last. His instincts told him Joe's temper and unpredictability would eventually explode, and when it did, it would not only end Joe's time on the show, it would also put Cody on a collision course with Discovery itself. Joe Teddy's reputation as the tough, no-nonsense survivalist began crumbling when a disturbing incident during filming shocked the crew. Reports claim Joe was involved in a violent encounter with a stray dog near the set. Some say he only injured the animal, while others allege he killed it. Either way, witnesses described the act as excessive and unnecessary, leaving many horrified. Discovery executives saw it as the final straw. This wasn't Joe's first controversy. Rumors about his temper had been circulating for years, but the dog incident pushed things too far. The network banned him from their offices and quietly cut ties. His public image as a decorated soldier also started to unravel. The Special Forces Association, a respected group of former and current Green Berets, expelled him after reviewing his military record. Joe had long presented himself as a combat veteran, but evidence suggested he had never served in direct combat. When pressed, he claimed his work was so classified he couldn't talk about it, a claim that only fueled suspicion. For Cody, Joe's removal might have seemed like a chance to reset, but by this time, his own relationship with Discovery was already breaking down. He had raised safety concerns, reported feeling threatened, and felt betrayed by producers who ignored his warnings. Instead of listening, the network seemed more interested in protecting ratings than protecting their host. The fall of Joe Teddy left a bitter legacy on Dual Survival. But the drama wasn't over. Because while Joe's controversies made headlines, Cody's own exit from the show would ignite a storm of speculation, lawsuits, and lasting damage to his reputation. Fans were blindsided when Discovery announced that Cody Lundin would not return for Season 4 of Dual Survival. This was the man who had been the heart of the series from the very beginning, the calm, knowledgeable teacher who grounded the chaos. Discovery's statement suggested it was simply a matter of creative direction. But Cody told a very different story. According to him, he was fired. The reason? He had repeatedly raised concerns about safety and health on set. In his view, the producers prioritized drama over genuine survival, pushing situations into dangerous territory. When he refused to stay silent, he claimed they let him go. At first, Cody tried to be professional in his explanation, but over time, he grew more vocal. He accused Discovery of misrepresenting the situation with misleading press releases. One release suggested he had filmed the entire season when he had not. Another implied he had quit voluntarily, which he flatly denied. Later, media outlets even hinted he couldn't handle the challenges anymore, a claim Cody called insulting to his decades of survival experience. Fans were left confused, wondering who was telling the truth. But Cody wasn't done fighting. He would soon take his battle with Discovery to the legal system, determined to clear his name. And what he revealed in court filings would shake the image of Dual Survival to its core, exposing how far reality TV might go to create drama at the cost of the very people starring in it. In 2016, Cody Lundin filed a defamation lawsuit against Discovery Channel and the producers of Dual Survival. His claim was explosive. The network deliberately edited footage to make him appear unstable, panicked, and unfit to survive. In reality, Cody argued the situations were unsafe, often due to co-host Joe Teddy's reckless behavior. Rather than intervene, producers allegedly manipulated the footage to shift blame onto Cody. According to court filings, Cody said producers ignored repeated safety violations and even allowed Joe's threats to go unchecked. When Cody reacted to dangerous conditions on set, those reactions were cut and rearranged to make him look like the weak link. Instead of the calm survivalist fans had known for years, the edited version made him look erratic. The lawsuit dragged on for years. Discovery denied wrongdoing, insisting that editing decisions were standard for reality TV and not defamatory. In 2018, Judge Rosalyn O. Silver ruled against Cody, stating that the evidence didn't meet the high legal bar for defamation. The decision was a major blow, but Cody didn't give up. He continued speaking publicly about what he believed happened behind the scenes. For him, it wasn't just about clearing his name, it was about exposing how reality television can distort truth for profit. While Discovery moved forward with new hosts and fresh seasons, Cody was left to rebuild his reputation outside of the show. Yet for many fans, the lawsuit confirmed what they had long suspected, that the Cody they saw on Dual Survival's final season wasn't the real Cody Lundin, and the controversy only deepened his image as a man who valued truth over television. After his bitter split with Discovery, Cody Lundin returned to the work he had always loved most, teaching real people how to survive in the wilderness. Long before television, Cody had founded the Aboriginal Living Skills School in Arizona back in 1991. At his school, he teaches primitive living, wilderness survival, and disaster preparedness. Students from around the world come to learn how to build shelters, find water, and stay calm in life or death situations. Unlike television where drama was manufactured, Cody's school is about authenticity. His philosophy emphasizes respect for nature, self-reliance, and developing a mindset that turns fear into focus. One of his newer courses takes place at 8,000 feet in Arizona's rugged backcountry. There, students learn to handle the unique challenges of high-altitude survival, thin air, freezing nights, and unpredictable weather. Beyond the school, Cody has also built a career as an author and consultant. His two books, 98.6 Degrees, The Art of Keeping Your Ass Alive, and When All Hell Breaks Loose, remain bestsellers in the survival community. He has taught college courses, appeared on national media outlets, and worked with emergency response teams, government agencies, and private companies. By stepping away from television, Cody reclaimed his identity. He was no longer the edited version of himself. He was once again the barefoot survivalist, living by example, teaching others, and staying true to his principles. For fans, this return to authenticity only deepened their respect for him. And while he may not have the massive platform of Discovery anymore, he has something far more valuable: the freedom to tell his own story, his own way. Cody Lundin's journey is more than just the story of a man pushed out of a reality show. It's a story about truth versus entertainment. For years, Discovery presented dual survival as a raw glimpse into survival skills. But Cody's experience revealed just how much of that was manufactured drama, shaped by editing, and fueled by controversy. Despite the setbacks, Cody's legacy in the survival world remains untouchable. His barefoot approach, his respect for indigenous knowledge, and his calm teaching style continue to influence thousands worldwide. His books still sell, his courses still fill up, and his reputation as one of the most authentic survival instructors stands firm. Meanwhile, the show that once made him famous has struggled to hold the same magic. Multiple host changes and behind-the-scenes controversies chipped away at its credibility. For many fans, Cody was the heart of the series, and without him, dual survival never felt the same. But perhaps the most lasting impact is the warning his story provides. Reality TV may look authentic, but Cody's battle shows how easily narratives can be twisted and people can be misrepresented. It's a reminder to question what we see and to recognize the difference between entertainment and truth. In the end, Cody Lundin may have lost a television platform, but he gained something far greater: proof that his mission doesn't need cameras to succeed. His life's work continues in classrooms, wilderness trails, and survival schools, not in manufactured drama, but in real lessons that save lives. And maybe that's the ultimate survival story.